And my story today is Memories of the House. Do you remember the house that you stayed in when you were young?
Yes.
Wow, I do. I stayed in an old shop house in Synagogue Street. Synagogue Street is near Chulia Street and South Canal Road, where the tall OCBC Centre building is today. I lived in a shop house, and this shop house has a front pavement for pedestrians to walk on, and it's called 5-foot way. Familiar, right? Okay, so my parents, me and my 8 siblings, rented 2 rooms on the 3rd level of the house. The two rooms we occupied were very small, and they had small windows. The 2 front rooms facing the street had long windows, and they were occupied by the landlady and the family. Outside each room is a passage where each family placed the table, chairs, and a cupboard. In the middle of the passage is an opening for light to come through, and at the end of the long passage is a common kitchen, a shared squat toilet, and a bathroom. The squat toilet has no flushing system. It used buckets, and they were collected by the night soil workers. The kitchen has got an L-shaped unpainted cement top where each family placed their kerosene stoves. In the middle of the kitchen is an open area. I can never forget that kitchen wall because it was layered with thick, oily black soot, and it was not difficult to spot cockroaches and lizards. One day, when I was in the kitchen, I saw an egg on the cement top. Having learned that if the egg could spin well, it meant that it was cooked. So out of curiosity, I took the egg, I stood it on its tip, and I used my little finger to spin it. It spun, but I spun it again with a little more force. And this time it rolled down to the ground and it broke. I felt very scared and I was very regretful. I cleared the mess and I left the kitchen quickly. Nobody saw me. Later on, the landlady I could hear the landlady shouting, "Hey, why Gwen Tan leh? Why Gwen Tan ke talo?" I did not dare to confess because she was a very nasty lady. The house has no lift. It had a long flight of wooden stairs that lead from the ground floor to the 2nd story and to the 3rd story. The passage was dark. As children, we loved to run down the stairs. And every time we stomped down the stairs, we made lots of noises. Boom, 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 boom. And we often had angry looks and angry complaints from occupants on the 2nd level. But we didn't care. We did it again and again. My sister and I didn't have a lot of toys. We would play with whatever we had. So we loved to look out of the windows into the compound of the building next to us. If I remember correctly, there was a telecom building and it had high walls around it. So we loved to look out of the windows, and occasionally we would take pieces of used paper and we would tear and we would fold and we would make it into a shape like that. And we would just throw them out of the window. And we love to see, and we make many of them. And we throw, them one by one. And we love to see it traverse down the ground, twisting and turning, making nice patterns. Every time we saw someone walking past the compound, we quickly hide ourselves. We love doing that and we enjoyed doing that. So that was some incidents that happened in a house that I stayed in during my childhood. Okay, so you have this little piece of paper. Somewhere in the middle, you tear about 1/3 of it. And then the bottom part also you tear about 1/3. Okay, so both sides. Then you just fold them down on top of each other, like that. Face this way. And then you take the top, you tear it down until you form a Y shape, not to the end, about 2/3 maybe. Then you just fold the flap down. So you have many of these. If you drop them down, you can see it twist and turn. You have to stand up maybe, then you can see the effect.